Well, good evening. This is September 27th, 2022. It is the regular planning meeting of East St. Paul Council. It is 5:30 and I'm calling the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the adoption of that said agenda. It's been amended with one item, and that is 834, the New Horizons funding application letter of support. Any additions to the agenda? Can I have a mover and seconder, please? Pritchard and Posthumous, all in favor? And that's carried. Next item is confirmation of the minutes of September 13 regular council meeting. Any amendments to those minutes? Hearing none, could I get a mover and seconder, please? Val and Devlin, all in favor? And that's carried. Down to bylaws. We have one new bylaw for our first reading, and this is the Provincial Offences Act bylaw. We had the report. I'll get to put it on the floor, please, Suzanne.
Be resolved that bylaw 2022-15 being a bylaw of the Arm of East St. Paul to provide for implementation of the Provincial Offences Act be given first.
Thank you. Can I get a mover and seconder? Dumas and Duval. I'll open up the floor. We do have a report from the CAO regards to what's updating it, and that's the new dog bylaw. So it's being added into this bylaw. Any questions, comments? All right, we have the motion on the floor. It's being moved and seconded. I'll call for the question. All in favor? And that's carried. Next item is 7.1. This is under policies. It is the job description for the Director of Infrastructure. Can I get the motion, please?
Be resolved that job description 185, Director of Infrastructure, be approved as presented.
Thank you. Mover and seconder, please. Pritchard and Duval. I'll open up the floor for any comments or questions.
Nope.
Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor? And that's carried. Under planning, we have a development agreement in front of us. Can I get that resolution, please, Suzette?
Be resolved that the development agreement between the Arm of East St. Paul and Terry Homes, Karen Homes, and Dorothy Schwabe, Subdivision S2288 be adopted, and be it further resolved that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the agreement on behalf of the municipality.
Thank you. Mover and seconder, please. Posthumous and Duval, and I'll open up the floor for discussion. Comments, questions on this one? All right, I'll call for the question then. All in favor? That's carried. Next item is 821 under operations. This is the purchase of a John Deere tractor. We saw this at our GPC meeting a week ago with their, I'll get the resolution, please, first.
Be resolved that council approves the purchase of the 2023 John Deere large tractor from His Brothers for the cost of $118,538.16 plus tax.
Thank you. Can I get a mover and seconder, please? Pritchard and Posthumous. Thank you. And thank you, Kara. Discussion? All for the question, all in favor? And that's carried. Next item we also saw at our GPC meeting. This is garbage and recycling tote purchases. Resolution, please.
Be resolved that council approves the purchase of garbage and recycling carts as follows: 240 carts from Furmark Equipment Limited and 75 carts from Toter for the total cost of $35,450 plus applicable taxes. And be it further resolved that resolution 2022-314 dated August 23rd, 2022.
Can I get a mover and seconder? Pritchard and Posthumous. I'll open up the floor for any questions. We did also have this at GPC. I think we had one outstanding question, and I think there was an email included in this agenda that answers that. So are there any other questions?
No.
Yes, Mr. Wardrop.
Just for clarification, the report presented today is slightly different than the report presented at GPC. In that you're splitting the bid between two providers as opposed to going to a single provider.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, any questions? We have the resolution on the floor. I'll call for the question. All in favor? So that's carried. Next item is 831. It's the Board of Revision Citizen Member Appointment. For the resolution, please.
Whereas the Board of Revision has been set for October 6th, 2022 at 5:30 p.m. And whereas section 35(1) of the Municipal Assessment Act states that council will need to appoint members to the Board of Revision by resolution. Therefore, be it resolved that the following be appointed as members of the 2023 Board of Revision. Council members being Councillor Carla Devlin, Chairperson, and Councillor Brent Duval. Citizen members Jeff Mickey, Shauna Drown, Terry Astro, and Secretary Suzanne Ward.
Thank you. Can I get a mover and seconder? Gretchko and Posthumus. Any discussion? All for the question. All in favor? And that's carried. Next item is temporary road closure of Pritchard Farm properties for Halloween. For the resolution, please.
Whereas the additional traffic on Halloween night poses a safety concern to children and pedestrians, and whereas council wishes to mitigate these safety concerns by reducing the vehicle traffic flowing through Pritchard Farm properties on Halloween night. Therefore, be it resolved that the three main entrances leading into and out of Pritchard Farm properties be temporarily closed between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on October 31st, 2022.
Thank you. Can I get a mover and seconder? Devlin and Duval. Any discussion? I'll call the question. All in favor? That's carried. Next item is municipal office closures over the Christmas season.
Be it resolved that council approves the closure of municipal offices on the following days: December 28th, 2022, December 29th, and December 30th, 2022.
Thank you. Mover and seconder, please. Posthumus and Duval. Discussion? Question, all in favor? That's carried. Making this look too easy tonight.
Yeah.
Next, next item is the last one on the agenda. This is the New Horizons funding application letter of support resolution, please.
Be resolved that council support the St. Paul Floods application to the New Horizons for Seniors program to install new LED lighting in the ice shed. And be it further resolved that administration forward a letter of support on behalf of the municipality to accompany their application.
Mover and seconder, Posthumus and Horechko. Any discussion? All in favor? And that's carried.
Nice to have 100%. Absolutely. We're not even going to
All
hydro.
right, if we could then please get the resolution to go in camera.
Resolved that council now moves in camera for section 1523 of the Municipal Act to discuss legal matters, and be it further resolved that all matters discussed while in camera to remain confidential as per section 83(1)(d) of the Municipal Act.
Thank you. Mover and second, please. Devlin and Horechko, all in favor? And that's carried. Right, it is 6:26 and we are coming out of in camera. Could I get the resolution, please?
Be it resolved that council now moves out of camera and resumes the regular meeting of council.
Can I get a mover and seconder, please? Posthumus, Duval, all in favor? That's carried.
Be it resolved that the meeting be adjourned, the time being 6:27 p.m.
Thanks. Mover and seconder again. Duval and Horechko, all in favor? And that's carried. We're adjourned.